Hi guys, welcome to my first Wednesday night premiere. Just the stuff I've been getting up to in the week. This one's the first one, ending the year. It's a bit of a long one, hour and a half. But in future I'll try and keep it down to about an hour, just so that we can really have a chat along the live chat instead of a live stream. Just my way of keeping in touch with you guys. Alright, I hope you enjoy. There are some bloopers along the way, you'll see what I mean. Catch you in a bit. Back up, ES700. So I have also ordered some nice weighing scales with money that I got for Christmas. Down, down, there we go. Right, so here's the battery. Nice little battery. What I'd like to do is disconnect this battery. I mean, it has been sat here, but I'm assuming the cells in this battery are dead, but you know, you never know. You never know. I thought it would just fall out, no? There we go. So, that's the battery. That is heavy. Let's weigh these up. Wow. 2,530-ish grams. I told you it was heavy. So, I'm expecting some nice brass in here and a nice copper transformer. We'll see. Now, the only annoying thing is that I need some elongated bits. I haven't got any, so I'm just going to have to fiddle around and do this one by hand. There we go, got it. So it's after Christmas. I hope that everybody has had as good a Christmas as they could under their circumstances, whatever their circumstances may be. I know this is been a tough Christmas for many, so I won't go on about it too much because for some it's not been that great. But you know, for others, I hope you've been able to make the best of whatever your restrictions have been. We've been in full lockdown here, so we weren't allowed to have anyone else. So, okay, without further ado. You know, I have to do it. I just have to. It's like a compulsion. All right. There's a lovely transformer. And look at the brass connections all the way along there, guys. Can you see? Can you see it? Very nice. Okie dokie. So, oh, that's a chunk as well. It's lovely and heavy. Yeah, got loads of them as well. Winning. So, oh my goodness. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Be interesting to try and spot the components that are making these be no good, because everything has been sold as it's a sorted pallet, which means that actually it's been sorted through and deemed faulty. So I would be interested to see, you know, what that is. I do think sometimes they chuck the odd thing in, but actually these have got good value to them. They definitely wouldn't have thrown these in if they were working. But that's beautiful. I'll put the scales back, but let's just weigh it up as well. You know, I love a transformer. Not of the robot variety. Well, actually, that's a lie. I don't mind the robot variety, but these are the transformers I love. Oh, look at it. 2,536 grams. Very nice. Obviously, a massive chunk of that is this steel here. You can see how cold it is in my shed, can't you? Whoa! I do have the heater on, just to show you. That's obviously just shred at the top there, but under there. What a lovely transformer. So I love all things power adapter. You always get lovely brass. I know we saw one the other day that was wasn't quite as great, but here, I mean, I have always been very lucky to find wonderful brass in whatever kind of adapters that I take apart, big or small. So that's, I can't really complain there. So let's see if my hands are not too cold to just pull off the connectors. I do usually end up giving some blood to the scrap goddess when I do this, because I always end up flying across and scraping my hands on something else, especially when it's cold, but we'll see how we go. So I do really appreciate you coming in to chat with me while you're watching this. Means a lot. I do massively appreciate it. Everyone's got lots of stuff to do, especially this time of year. So thank you guys. I do love it. And you know, I've said, anyone who's on my Everyday Sollers Facebook, I've just said how much I've really enjoyed connecting with everybody this year, and the community that this YouTube community has is wonderful. Yeah, so I really appreciate you all, genuinely. Wherever you are in the world, I find it very exciting connecting with people all over. So basically, thanks for coming. Oh, it's a stiff one. There we go. Look at these heat sinks. Look, they've almost got some sort of school line there. How odd. Okay. Right, well, let's do this one as I've got it out. So we've got the little bits of cord that need to come off here. Some of them are plugs that I should be able to just pull the plug out of, but it's not warmed up in here much yet. Okay, so you've got these nice little aluminium, extruded aluminium heat sinks here with these little MOSFETs on. There's more MOSFETs down here as well, so they've got a nice sheet of copper in, which I'll be smashing into. You can do it a bit more delicately to try to get a little bit of gold inside those, apparently, bonding wise, I believe, but that's not for me. I smash into those bad boys for the copper. So there's copper inside here as well. Gold pins in here. We'll just see you in the light. They're not bad, actually, those ones. So what else we've got? Obviously, we've got ICs. We've got the blue M&Ms. We've got crystal here. So not bad. Little tiny MLCCs down here, which yeah, got like these little red capacitors here. Don't come across those very often, actually. I'm not sure what sort of recovery, if there could be a tiny bit of silver in there or not. Always worth a look though, if you're not sure. Nothing on the back. So that's that one. Wires galore. I just really want to get to the brass, is what I really want to get to. I am a copper girl, obviously, but you know, who doesn't love a bit of brass? You can't not love the brass. Let's face it. So I'm just going to snip these, and then I will clean it up much better. You know, I retrieve everything anyway, so I know sometimes you might think I cut the wire in a really dodgy place, but don't worry, I do go back. I keep all my copper, so panic not. Okie dokie. So these pallets, it's clearance stuff. if there are no takers for it, it would end up probably just being taken away as rubbish, which I just can't stand, obviously. Okay, I imagine some brassy connectors in there. Okay, so can't see. I think they're just stamped in there. Let's see. Yeah, you see, I'm gonna. Oh, right. I need these on. I don't know if you saw that, but the see these. Watch them just pachoing off, flying off into the abyss of the shed somewhere. There we go. Getting there. And after this, I think I'm going to go on to some of the Telecom stuff that came, just because I should really process some of the not very good stuff first, but I just can't. I'm not patient enough. I want to see what was in it. There we go. There's that one. Look at this. Lovely bit of brass. Nice. Obviously, it's got some solder on it, so if you want to maximise your value on that, then I would cut it and separate it to go as dirty and clean. But obviously it's depending on time. Check your yard, because the prices are ever changing, obviously. But you know, when it's as easier little snip as that, I would definitely do that. That's perfect. Look at it. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. Very rich colour as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. And another bit. More plastic to go off to plastics. That's the downside, isn't it, to all this stuff, but at least some of it can get recycled here. There's probably a more delicate way to do this, but you know me. I mean, you're lucky I haven't got my hammer out already. There's a nice little copper coil in there. And that little transformer. Lovely. And some ICs. Obviously, I'll take that off the plastic. Okay. More lovely brass. Okie dokie. And then literally all that is left there is to go into plastics. That's got a tiny spring. I've said before, that's fine. I don't mind throwing this into plastics, because where this plastic goes, they crush it all up, and they have the magnets to remove any magnetic metal, and they have these UV sensors that I'm not really sure how it works. It's I haven't actually seen a video on it, but it separates the ferrous and non-ferrous and takes that lovely non-magnetic metal out as well. So nothing, any tiny bits of metal, I don't bother wasting the time. If it's shred anyway, obviously if it's metal that I want, I do, but it's a very clever little system. It's a shame it's not done all over the world, really, but okay. So again, nothing but plastic, so I put all my plastic into bags, and then I take it to the centre. Right, so let's just have a final little look at what we had there. So we've got these. So these will have brass and sometimes a bit of copper in as well, these connectors. So I basically keep any, sometimes you can pull it out, not this one. Sometimes it'll snap off depending on how soft it is, but I keep any thing like this, and I just chuck it up there for further processing. You can see I'm I'm going to need some bigger further processing tubs because I'm not getting around to doing it. But yeah, this is all lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, for me, obviously, beautiful transformer. But the last thing I'm just going to do is just weigh up that brass for you. I think I got about 6 of these, maybe. I know there was quite a few. Carrying them all through was fun, or carrying the whole pallet through was fun. So obviously, we'll just take the little bits of wire off. Like I said, this has got tiny amounts of solder on, so they need a bit of cleaning up. Again, I don't trade in my brass either. Well, not brass like this. If I get like a massive piece from something, then I do. But if it's just brass from inside, things that I've micro scrapped that can be melted into ingots, then I keep it. I keep all my copper as well. I don't trade in any of my copper. That's all for ingots. Okay, so I believe that's all of it. Not bad, nice 86 grams of brass in one of those as well. So that is better than a poke in the eye. All right, brilliant. So let's move on to the next thing. Okie dokie. I'm a little bit out of breath getting this out of the pile. So next up, got this Telecom's type equipment. This is Starleaf. I've got a few of these. I think they're all the same. I didn't really look in too much detail. So it's the 3350 group telepresence. So let's have a look. It's got the nice little leaf there. Oh, let's show you. So we've got more microphone jacks here. Oh, it's HDMI, so it's not that old. Okay, interesting. So let's have a look. So I'm not entirely sure if this is the kind of you know, like the Telecom stuff where you've got the conferencing stuff, or whether it's more like in mini kind of TV or music type settings. Not entirely sure. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to get into the thing. So that's too small, I think. No, it isn't. Oh, that's easy. Wow. I'm just going to loosen these and then do it with me. My other one. Oh, so they're Torx. They're quite big ones as well. Let's guess 15. Boom. What a guess. I don't often come across, other than in like annoying washing machines and things, I find here, I don't know what everyone else finds, but I find T10 is really the go-to size. Occasionally you get a random kind of 9 or 8 or the tiny ones, but I don't often get bigger than a 10, other than in the big appliances. So this is quite unusual from the stuff I come across anyway. Okay, let me just get these ones out. Nice little feet. I also got an absolutely beautiful spanner set. My God. I don't know where, I mean, there are so many spanners in it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think what I'm thinking is once I've cleared the boop from over there, I might panel up that door, because that door is not going to be opened. Well, I mean, it could be opened if necessary, and it doesn't matter if I hang the spanners on. And I'm thinking of hanging them there, because they certainly won't hang here anywhere, because it's a massive set. So I forgot I don't have I have to do these ones by hand. I may have had my little sets inside. I needed it for... we upgraded my son's GPU for Christmas. So I needed to take my set inside to... because we also had to change the power supply over. Which was fun. That was my error in the beginning, was that I got the GPU. The specs of the power supply were great. Power was enough. I think it was a 500. But the ports were different. And I came up here and checked all my power supplies, but they're old, so that was no good. So I primed a new one because the adapters were going to take a long time, and there was a deal on a new power supply, so I just thought it's his Christmas present, and he handled it so well because he was so disappointed, bless him, that we couldn't do it on the day. So I thought, you know what, he's a good boy and he puts up with a lot, so we will just get him the new power supply as well. And it came 2 days later and we whipped it all in. Was expecting disasters because I was a bit worried about these things never really go according to plan. But luckily my husband he is a computer systems engineer, so he did it and it was fine. So one happy boy. Slide that off evenly. Right. Oh my goodness, look at the dust in there. Look at the state. Wow. Okay, so this is the casing. The best bit about this is that it feels like aluminium. Hey, that was a nice chunk of aluminium there. Brilliant. Yeah, and that's all lovely aluminium. Put that over there. So that's a little Brucey bonus. Okay, so let's go ahead and just basically take every... Oh, it's all torqued. How annoying. And they look like 10 to me. I put them back in the wrong order. Naughty. Yeah, so these are 10s. A bit more like what we're used to. I expect you're all eagerly spotting all the stuff that I'm going to miss now. I mean, this is filthy. For something so new, I'm surprised at the level of crud in here. Normally the older stuff looks like this. But it doesn't take away from what goodies might be in. I'm not blown away so far, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's okay. Obviously got some nice heat sinks over here. I'm hoping there's going to be some nice things underneath there, but you just never know. But see, all is not lost if it's not wonderful inside. You've still got that lovely aluminium casing at least. At least it's not just shred steel. So, you know, every cloud. And all that jazz. Obviously more fans. I need a shelf just to stack these fans, I think. I should really try to do stuff as I go along. It just doesn't happen that way. Oh, obviously, we all know that. It never happens that way. You can have all the good intentions, but... And actually, I find it really satisfying having tubs of stuff to do and to look at. I like looking at piles of scrap, especially piles of nice bits of scrap. That's always a bonus. So, you know, that's a win-win. So I got my 100 subs on Christmas Day, which I was thrilled about, and now I've got, like, in a few days I've got something like 24 more, so I'm really thrilled with that, guys. Thank you. Nice surprise. That's a big one. I'm just getting off all the little ones I can see, and then I'm going to have to do the front panel. There we go. So what's everyone been doing on those days after Christmas? You're all over the world. I know COVID's like a screwed up tradition, but what would your normal kind of after Christmas traditions be? How long do you get off work? What do you do with your time? I'd love to know. This is one of the best things about connecting with people all over the world. I love finding out, you know, what different people are doing. It's interesting. That's one of the wonderful things about YouTube, isn't it? Finding out, broadening your knowledge on what goes on elsewhere. Okay. That might be all I can get to for the moment. Let's get the fans out. 1, 2, and 3. So we all know what's inside those. For anyone who's new, just some nice little copper windings in there that I'm after. So I never throw the fans away. Right, so the next thing I need to do is this front panel. Loads of different things on here as well. So these ones I can do easily enough. I'm just going to start them off and then do them with the electronic one because it's just quicker, basically. It's just quicker. I'm going to take my glasses off because they steam up a little and I can't see. Oh no, that's a... Right, that's all of those ones. I thought there was still a tinge of blue from the printer I got smurfed with then, but no, there is. There we go. Oh, didn't quite loosen that one enough. There's still loads of tools. Well, I mean, does anyone ever get the amount of tools they want? But there's still loads of pretty basic tools that I want that I still need. So, and unfortunately my birthday isn't until September. So it looks like I'm going to have to get them myself. But hey ho. That's okay. I can justify treating myself to tools, surely, right? I give so many people so much enjoyment when I'm using them, taking things to pieces. It's like a good deed buying more, surely. Oh dear. I cracked myself up. Right. Next. What that look, they look smaller than a 10. Oh, hang on, maybe not. Wait. Let's get those out of the way because otherwise they're going to end up on my floor and in my boots. That's always annoying. Let's see, this might be a 10 actually. Oh, it is. Okay, fair enough. So normally I'd cut this nonsense out, but because I'm premiering, because I want to chat to you guys, I'm just going to leave it in. I know it's boring, but it just gives more time to have a little natter in the live chat, really. So this is probably going to take a few minutes. I mean, I probably will cut out a little bit because these ones I always find really fiddly. But I can never get the sockets in because they're so tight, so I have to do it by hand. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get one little turn and then you can do the rest by hand, and they're a dream. But often on the Telecom stuff, I have found them real beasts to get out. So there's another one for the floor. It's a 10 as well. There we go. I'm not sure I've even got an electronic. I must have. I haven't looked actually to see if I have got the electronic torque. Right, so there's your main plug for the power adapter. There's always nice brass in here. Well, I say, to me, all brass is nice brass. So there's always brass in here. Just got to get into the thing, and then obviously it's in this nice casing as well. So we want that. Wonderful. Okay, so next will be these. Let me just have a little look in the new socket set I got. I should have just put that. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. My other one didn't have anything this size. Look at the size of that. 21mm. I like. Right, anyway. Yeah, these are all bigger. So this is basically like a bigger. Well, that's good actually, because my other socket set goes down smaller than 6. That would be way too big. Yeah. Alright, well, we had a look. What is it? Magnuson. Okay, so I'm going to do the whole starting them off and hoping that the rest go nicely by hand. It's very difficult with my gloves on. Hang on. Let's take my gloves off. There we go. Boom. Oh, I haven't quite done that one enough. There we go. Or that one. Some more adjustments to make. Oh, we can pad this out quite nicely, can't we? These are the perfect things to do when you want to do a premiere and have a natter with everybody. I won't subject you to this every time, my goodness. No one will want to watch. There we go. Right, so there were just a couple I hadn't quite turned enough. That should do it. These front panels are always really annoying because they just take a bit of time. They're not particularly difficult, but they just take time. Oh, missed one. I missed one. How did I do that? Or did I miss one because it was being a beast and I moved on? Oh, there's always one. There is always one. Oh, it is absolutely solid. Son of a... Beep. There we go. You see, guys? I know... Excuse me, I know people think that I am a bit quick to go to the old hammer time, but sometimes things just need a tiny bit of encouragement. And I find, you know, if you're being stubborn about something, the best encouragement you can get is having this in your face. So take that, you little connector. Right. Let me pop my... So, what are you going to guess, guys? Are we going to go brass or non-brass? Moment of truth. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, ba. Wah, wah, wah. Occasionally, you get the nice ones. Occasionally. Right, so there we go. We have now got this out. Look at the dust. Oh, I can hear the pheasants outside flying over. Right. Okay. So. Woo. Right, obviously, we've got lots of nice ICs. Very nice too. We've got MLCCs. And not much else. Sometimes it's difficult seeing the codes in amongst all the dust. I need to blow out the dust first. Okay, some little diodes and resistors. Okay. Sometimes I have to look up the codes that aren't screamingly obvious. Right, let's continue. It might be stainless. It's only tiny bit magnetic. Of course, there's the one inside the heatsink. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okie dokie. That's very nice. Lovely bit of extruded. Let's get this bit off as well. Another nice bit of extruded. Then you've got these nice Telecom's chips under here. Have a look, see what's on this daughter board. Excuse me, it's dusty. Okay. So you've got this main chip, Telecom, USA. It's got a big, nice chippy there. Very nice. And then we've got, I can see some gold in the ports that connect the boards. The mother and daughter boards there. So there's some here as well. Only a thin layer, but you know, if you're into gold recovery, you want everything. Okie dokie. Then some tanties, MLCCs. A couple of little copper coils here. And again, some ICs, MLCCs, and then nearly missed them under all the dust. We've got all these ICs all over here as well, which is nice. Oh, and oh, nearly missed one of the best bits, a gold band crystal oscillator there. I try and keep it still. Can you see it here? Oh, and there's another one under the crud. There we are, there's actually two big ones here and a small one as well. So that is very nice. Just double check I haven't missed any more under all the dirt. Okay, so that's that bit of board. Obviously another chip here under the blue heatsink host. I seem to be attracted to blue mess recently, huh? Okay. Right. So let me take the standoffs out. These are easy. Normally just one little turn and then the rest by hand. Again, sometimes brass. sometimes not. Are you going to hazard a guess? What are you going to go for? Let's see. Okay. Moment of truth. Wah. Yeah. Sometimes I check the thread as well, because believe it or not, you can have a magnetic bit with a non-magnetic thread. I mean, I check everything just in case, but no, not to be. You've got the... Right. Okay, look at the filth. Whew. Just give it a wipe over with some of the foam that came out of the thing. This is why I've got my gloves on. Oh my goodness. I think I might have to get a glass of water before I go through this one. Right, I've done the dangerous thing of bringing a cup of tea in here with this dust, but it's too cold. Okay, so I've wiped this off a little bit. You've got the main power processor chip there. Nice little look at that one. Little transformer and a load of ICs. You've obviously got your tanties here. These are sort of like fixed mount teeny weeny daughter boards on here. As for why, I'm not entirely sure, but you've got some more MLCCs on there. So with the MLCCs, I think it's the... Now, I have a debate here with my husband. So I pronounce it palladium. He pronounces it palladium. So why don't you just stick in the comments a 1 or a 2 as to who is pronouncing it correctly. Is it 1, palladium, or is it 2, palladium? Because, I don't know, I've just always called it palladium, so... but you know what? I often get to a stage where I find out I've been saying something wrong my whole entire life, and it blows my mind, so... Come on, hit me up. Which is it? Palladium or palladium? Yeah, anyway, so... I think some makes of these multi-layers can have something like 40% palladium recovery in there. I really don't know the process of extracting it though. But if you can extract it, there's great value there. But you know me, I've no idea on that kind of thing, and I don't pretend to. So you can tell me if you like. I shan't ever be doing it myself, I shouldn't think, but there we go. Got a pretty little fuse over here. Might be some silver in there. Always worth checking out. Yeah, other little bits of copper in these little coils and things here. So I'll have all of that. And again, just tanties and MLCCs on the back. We've got some gold in here, I can see. Very nice. So that will be coming out. So you know, I don't actually use the chemicals and extract gold myself. I just collect it all up. No idea what I'm going to do with it in the future, but yeah, we'll see. And in here also, yeah, so that's nice. Let me just see how soft that is. Sometimes you get a different... Right, so I would say that's a nice little aluminium coverings there on those connections. There should be some... Yeah, there we go. There's a gold band crystal oscillator there. And there we go. There's more here as well. There's one. So that's 1, 2, 3. They're usually hiding. I think that's it. I mean, you know me, I've probably missed one. You're probably saying there it is, you doofus, but can't see anymore. So there we go. That is what we've got. Now this, let's see. The whole friggin' thing. Oh, I had to ruin it, didn't it? Okay. Oh, okay. Right, so the whole thing, except for the mount for the fans, is aluminium. Sweet. Even the bases for the standoffs. And they actually come off, so if you want to, depends what you're doing, but if you want to keep little bits for your own ingots or what have you, there is actually another little tiny, let's get it off, it's number 10. Tiny thing here. So obviously if you want it clean, you've got to get everything off. You know that. Preaching to converted, aren't I? Right. Just a little power. Okie dokie. Well, there we have it. That was the Starleaf Telecom stuff. Nice load of aluminium. And then some nice little boards as well. So, oh, I forgot my favourite bit, the power board. Silly me. Well, look at that capacitor. Crikey, that's a chunk. It's flat and funny. Okay, so here we've got some red copper, another copper coil, another copper coil in these transformers here. So you've got three small, well, they're not too bad, 3 transformers and a couple of extra coils. We've got some of the ceramic capacitors, blue ones. We've got MOSFETs on these aluminium heat sinks on both of them, so that's very nice. And ICs on the back, tiny MLCCs. So that's the power board. Shall we weigh up the aluminium heat sinks? Yes, we shall. Zero. Right. £640 grams. Very nice. I like. So there we go, guys. That's what's inside that Telecom stuff. These boards. What do you say? What is next? Might do like an eeny, meeny, miny. I know. Let's say, for a little bit of fun, we do this TV radio clock. Bit retro. Something a bit different. Oh my goodness. I need another board tub. I very much need another board tub. I shouldn't have put the power board, it goes somewhere else, but I'll just leave it there for now. What the heck? Right. Just moving the screws out from under my feet. Okay. So, this will be the last thing I'm doing this week, guys, on this premiere. A little sip of tea. Still marginally lukewarm. That is impressive, because usually when I remember I have the tea, it's cold. I've got some mail call videos to do, guys. I am going to get around to them. I did one, but unfortunately it corrupted, so I lost it, and the stickers are up. So what I'm going to do is kind of just do another one showing you what it was that I had got. And I've also received something else in the post that I can do at the same time, so that will be great. Anyway, without further ado, this is a Sharp TV radio clock. Very old school. So obviously you can see this is like a CRT type mini screen in here. So there's going to be a nice copper yoke in there. But I'm intrigued. I've never done one of these things. TV radio clock. It's a very unusual concept. There's the serial number for any of you people who like the vintage stuff to look it up. Please don't look it up and tell me what it was worth and what I could have sold it for on eBay though. That's my only request. I've already looked. They don't go for much at all. And that's the working ones. This one is faulty, so. Right. Let's have a little looky and see. I love it when they for people like me, this is a arrow, screw, arrow, screw, arrows, more screws. It's helpful on dirty circuit boards sometimes, but you know, if you can spot the arrow, generally you're going to spot the screw. But you know, all in good fun. Oh, that one is corroded. Okay. What else did I get for Christmas? I got, well, you know the tools I got. I also got resin moulds. Some more resin moulds to get back into making the e-waste art. Can't wait to get into that again and depopulate the boards I've got now. It is a fun job. It truly is wonderful. These are so corroded, these ones. I love making things out of e-waste. Turning e-waste into something beautiful. That's why it's on my sticker. Turning e-waste into something beautiful, which seems a bit strange to people who, because obviously on my channel so far there's none of me making the art or anything like that, or anything I've previously made. So I'll be honest, I haven't actually been creative for quite some time. So getting all the stuff again is exciting, and I'm going to enjoy showing everybody some of my creations, which I'm sure you're going to think, my goodness, what a talent, they should be in a gallery. Not. But you know, it's nice. It's just nice making something out of nothing, I think, personally. Right, just long enough. Just long enough. There we go. And I'll probably get back into selling some bits, maybe. Possibly. Sending some out, maybe some giveaways or something. Who wouldn't like a random piece of e-waste art, hey? This is, we all love this stuff. Oh dear. If I could just get it in the right spot, it would be wonderful. Fiddly. I hate it when they're long and you can't see the bottom. Come on. Get in there. Gotcha. Finally. I can hear my children. I will be right back. No, that's okay. I thought I could hear my children. It was just kids out in the field behind my house. Let's see what I've undone enough. 1. Oh. 1, 1, 1. And it was that centre one. Did I get anything else? So the moulds I got containers and like weights and coasters. I got some Bojangles, Monty Bojangles chocolates. Very posh. Certainly not deserving of chocolates as posh as they are, but very nice. I am a real fusspot though with my well, all things food really. I am fussy. Absolute nightmare, in fact, I'm going to be honest. But actually that they are very nice. I do like the Monty Bojangles. But I also just love good old-fashioned Cadbury's or Galaxy. Now, are you soft centres or not? Because I am like most people's dream to share a box of Quality Street with, because I basically just love the orange and strawberry creams. Nearly everybody I know hates them. I hate anything with nuts in. I love nuts on their own, but nuts inside anything else make me want to puke. So I'm like a dream to share a box of chocolate with for most people, because they want the nice nutty ones and I want the nice soft-scented ones. And there we go, that's all of them. And so it's like a dream. It's like a share box dream. Okay. I see everyone going mad over Kevin McGrath's M&Ms. And that man, you, Kevin, have a lot of M&Ms. I have to say, Ralph is another one who has like snacks galore of yumminess. But Kevin is definitely an M&Ms man, and everyone, I mean, I think he's getting orders now from people over here in Europe of all the M&Ms that can't be acquired here. I don't see what the fuss is about. I absolutely hate M&Ms. Well, just the chocolate ones are fine, obviously. But they've all got nuts in. What is this nuttiness thing that everyone goes mad for? It is yucky. Right, I've got some clips I need to pop. And we're in. She's in. It's upside down, isn't that boring? Let's turn it over. Okay. I love getting into old things like this. Now this to me is exciting. Let's have a little look. Oh, look at it. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I do need to cut some. Look. Oh, isn't that beautiful in the most unusual way ever? But it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is a thing of beauty. I'm going to be very careful with the outer. So this is getting recycled in a different way. I want the innards to make things out of. My dad wants the outer casing to go in his garden bar. So I am going to be careful with this one. There'll be no hammer time. I shouldn't need to on something like this anyway, to be honest. It shouldn't require any level of hammer time. Well, I mean, you know, lots of things don't require hammer time and I just go there anyway, just for the fun of it. But right, so this I want leave relatively whole, just so that I can put the switches back in. Look, even the switches, I love them. Aren't they lovely? I'm just going to cut it here. The rest I'm going to leave to have them in. To leave them on there for the desired effect. There's something crawling on my leg. Okay, well, I don't know what that was, but I think it must have been a spider. Luckily, I'm not scared of spiders, as some of you who are on my Facebook will know from the picture of the tarantula I was holding recently. Right, this I'm going to set over here to be careful with. Right. Oh, so much going on here. So obviously this is the radio bit. You've got the tuning thing. This is ferrite in here. Age-old dust. Age-old dust in there. So obviously my first area of interest is this. Now I need to very carefully get this off. I don't want to damage it because it will ruin the whole thing. Well, you don't want to damage them anyway, obviously. Let's see, that looks like it could be a stainless clamp there. We shall see. Keep the screw separate because sometimes they are stainless too. Right, that's the clamp off, and it is a stainless one. So the screw, however, is not. Okie dokie, right. It's very, I'm not used to being careful with things because I take stuff apart, I don't put it together. So, it's a bit alien for me being careful. So now, see, I would really like these, but it's going to take away from the... So as I'm going to re-gift this as a present for my dad, I'll leave it in there. It's a cool thing. It's a cool dial, but I will enjoy it in his man bar. Man bar? I was going to say man cave garden bar. I changed it to man bar, which is no. Garden bar. It's a garden bar. Right, there we go. And then take that out there. There we go. Okie dokie. So I kind of need to keep that. This is tricky. It's tricky just not ripping the thing to pieces. Let's start over here to get these bits out the way, because I know I can keep these bits. These are nice. Wow! Turn, you beast. I can't. Tried to turn it manually a little bit and then start, but it wasn't having any of it. Oh, that's why. That was stiff. There we go. So, yeah, back to the treats. What? It was Irish who was going to give some orders to Kevin. Some overseas M&Ms. But what else is... Now, I've picked up on the fact that Tim loves Viennetta and ice cream. What's everybody else's go-to yummy sort of sweet treat? Pudding wise, I have to say I'm a lemon meringue pie girl myself. I love lemon meringue pie. Delicious, but that's a real kind of occasion treat pudding. That's not a pudding I would get you know, just for Sunday dinner or anything like that. We're not really a pudding type family, you know. I know some people, it's just that is part of them. You always have a pudding. That's the way it goes. So we've never really done that. I didn't grow up always having a pudding. Puddings, you know, they were a treat, real treat, like for occasions kind of thing. My kids are a bit more into having puddings than I was, because I think school dinners, you sort of automatically get a pudding, and they used to have the school dinners when they were younger. None of them have it now, but well, that's not true actually. Frida's gone the other way. She's randomly started eating, well, I say eating, she's not actually eating much of it, but gone on to school dinners at the age of 9, but they always have a pudding, so I think they sort of got used to it. So they normally get like a lolly type pudding. But yeah, lemon meringue pie for me. So anyway, stop yabbering on, woman. We've got some nice fuses here. Just pop one of those off to show you. I like the older fuses as well. They're better typically for the silver recovery. I will pop those in the fuse box. You can tell, like, there's not many old ones in there. More modern than anything else. Just take those off now. I don't want them getting damaged. So they are a, oh, the light, 5 amp fuse. So there's 3 of those on there. Okay, so got this nice transformer here. That's what I like. And all steel. Big capacitor here. Now we've got brass holding in the fuses. So that's I'm going to have to sort my shred. I'll put them in shred for now. I'm actually going to retrieve some of these. I do like sort of making things with the old sort of screw. Pish posh. Shred. Now this is interesting. Oh goodness, get that off. Oh, still, that looked like a nice piece of brass for a second then. Wah. Not a chance. So my feet are freezing. Right, let me move that heater a bit more near my feet, because my feet are friggin' freezing. It is cold here today. I don't know what temperature actually is, mind you, but it is cold. Oh, that's rising off of there. Okay. I was going to just snip that off. That's not going to happen. That is a lovely tuning dial though, isn't it? Quite a nice green colour in it as well. Right, there are clips here. Clips I normally just smash off. I'm not going to smash these ones off. Hopefully that will be enough, and it is. So let me just snip these bits. Okay, next bit. Ooh, look at this. God, that's old circuitry, isn't it? Look at that. I like that. All these little copper windings in. And you've still got your little tiny capacitors. Little resistors. Very cute. Okay. Tiny bit of copper coil there for me. Honestly, I don't really know what these are. Don't know what they are. Definitely need to further investigate that. Okay, so that's just your antenna port there. Okay, so we're definitely getting there. Now, can I see any more screws on this bit? Don't think I can. So I think that board is probably just clipped in now. Oh no, I can see one. I can see one. It's just down here, look. Let's get that then. I'm going to try to get this out first because I don't want to damage it, you see. Oh, I can't get in there though. Ah, beast. Okay, let's try and unclip this then. Oh, it's stubborn clips. Just got to be jolly careful of that core. I really don't think I can get that out without getting that out, and that's just really fiddly. I'm going to have to try. I'm going to have to try to come over here and get all these out first. I might work my way along to it, I think. Okay. Let's keep that. No, that one is staying. This one is going. Okay. So I'm not sure what everyone's doing for New Year. Obviously there's no gatherings. But is anyone going live? Is there going to be anything we can come join on New Year? I've heard a couple of murmurings. But you know, my chat is fine. I don't mind you saying, you know, if you've got an upcoming live or something on New Year, then let us know, because I'm sure quite a lot of us would like to be there at some point if we can, around family commitments and what have you. I mean, I have a very understanding husband, because I'm basically scrapping and YouTube mad now, and he's cool with that, which is good. We sort of do our own thing. So I'll certainly, I would imagine, be able to join some lives on New Year. I've got to be careful here because of the dials. I feel like I might need to just release. Oh, I'm not going to get that off without. I think I'm going to have to take it off and then put it back on. So the front thing is on. Hang on. Hang on a minute. I've just managed it accidentally. Let's see here. Okay. Right. Leave that over there a minute. Let's just get this off. Be a bit rougher now. Woohoo! Okie doke. So, right. We've got some MOSFETs here and here. Totoku UK N22. Honestly, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. I mean, I would expect to find some kind of transformer here. I don't know. Sealed with resin. It's got ferrite here. I mean, everything is screaming that this should be a copper coil in there. But it just doesn't quite look like it. Any ideas, guys? Answers on the postcard. Okay. Might have a look in there. Nothing much. Nothing much here. Yes. Okay. Snap that plastic casing, so I'll pop that over there. Let's have a look under here. Oh, crumbs. Broke the little board. That's annoying. I mean, I do that a lot. Doesn't matter to me because I depopulate everything, but it's annoying because it doesn't look... sometimes I use a whole board, especially an interesting old one like this. Which is when you're like, well, you should have been a lot more careful then. Yes, I agree. I should have been. I'll have to put this in the vise because it's being annoying. Alright. I'm being a beast. Come on. It's not even that worth it, guys. Oh, it's because it had the freaking clips underneath. What a doofus. Oh, there we go. Classic Sollers. Oh, well. You know what happens now. Now I've already bashed it. The clips are knackered. And ta-da! There she is. Back in to one unit for my dad to display. A heck of a lot lighter. And I think we got away with it, guys. And got ourselves some goodies in the process. As well as also, obviously, checking out some interesting old technology. So look forward to unwinding that transformer. Awesome. Okay, so there we have it, guys. That was what was inside this Sharp TV radio clock. Alright, well, I have probably bored you enough. I really appreciate you all popping by to have a chat, and I also really appreciate anybody watching this after the premiere. I know we don't always catch premieres. I always watch stuff afterwards, often. So at whatever point you're here, I appreciate it. And I will wish you all the best for 2021. And I won't be doing more videos before the new year. So yeah, all the best for 2021. Let's all hope it's better than 2020. 2020 can do one. We're going to start fresh 2021. Wishing you all well, guys. Thank you for your support this year. Means a lot. Dropping my copper. Wouldn't be a Sollers premiere without some bloopers now, would it? So, okay, catch you later. Bye. Yeah, right. There's the bits of board. Weird. There's a copper coil in them, it would seem. Nice. Don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can just see inside this top bit here some copper, and you can see underneath, you can just see the copper wires, so then you know it's coiling all the way up. Very nice. Interesting too. Okay then, so pièce de résistance pour moi is this. So I'm going to undo it from here. I was just wondering if it had a little tiny degaussing cable around this little. I mean, technically it should have, but I can't see one. Actually, probably don't need to take off the whole thing, do I? Usually you can just literally lift it off like a dream. But this is being a pig. Come on, gently does it. Right. Well, that's your yoke. Not too much, is it? So, delicate hands over here. How's this to show you? Basically just an IC. You've got some of these little... That's an unusual one. Always worth looking up to see if they've got any silver in them. But yeah, that is actually quite a nice IC there, to be fair. So, all is not lost. Except for my mind. Because I just want the...
Shiver me timbers.
Broke it. Usually that just pops right off. Not this time. Since before. Well, at least it hadn't been turned on recently, hey? Usually you can just literally lift it off like a dream. But this is being a pig. Come on, gently does it. Right. Well, that's your yoke. Not too much, is it? Nice little yoke. Look at that. Beautiful bright copper. Very nice. That's the first one I've ever broken as well. And the irony is I was trying really hard not to break it. I'm always careful with this bit, but let's have a look at the front. Let's see. Oh, it looks alright still. That's alright. Hasn't ruined the effect that we were going for with the old man, so that's okay. Right, I don't want to ruin that effect at the front, so I'll just see if there's anything major I want to get off of it. There were a couple of bits I probably would have liked, but it's I mean, this is interesting. Look at this. I might just see if I can get it off. This, guys, is why I am good at taking things apart and not so great at, you know, being delicate or putting them back together. But that is a really interesting looking component, and I want it. That'll look great if I can just do it. See, I wouldn't be able to air hammer this because it wouldn't be delicate enough anyway, and I wouldn't get it in there either, to be honest. Let's just see if I can just... Come on, baby, come on. Come on. Come on now. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, come on. Come on. I should lift away now. Oh, there's a bit of resin there. I think it's just stuck to the resin. There we go. Come on. Okay, check that out. Very nice. Look at all the different components there. Oh, that's the tuning. So there we go. I wanted that and I got it. So woohoo! That's nice. The rest I'm going to leave because I don't want to basically mess it up. The screen isn't bleeding. That's lucky. So next thing I'm going to do is going to put it all together and you can tell me whether I got away with it. I'm nicking all the components. And ta-da! There she is. Back in to one unit for my dad to display. A heck of a lot lighter. And I think we got away with it, guys. And got ourselves some goodies in the process, as well as also obviously checking out some interesting old technology. So look forward to unwinding that transformer. Awesome. Okay, so there we have it, guys. That was what was inside this Sharp TV radio clock. Alright, well, I have probably bored you enough. I really appreciate you all popping by to have a chat, and I also really appreciate anybody watching this after the premiere. I know we don't always catch premieres. I always watch stuff afterwards, often. So at whatever point you're here, I appreciate it. And I will wish you all the best for 2021. And I won't be doing more videos before the new year. So yeah, all the best for 2021. Let's all hope it's better than 2020. 2020 can do one. We're going to start afresh. 2021. Wishing you all well, guys. Thank you for your support this year. Means a lot. Dropping my copper. Wouldn't be a Sollers premiere without some bloopers now, would it? So, okay. Catch you later. Bye.